Hey friends! Thanks for popping by. As you can tell, today's video is a bonus one, and if you watched the video I posted last week, you'll know exactly what this one is for. I was worried about being able to buckle down and make this one, but it actually ended up being simpler than I thought it would be. Mostly because I remembered that I actually already have something I can share. But before I do, let me talk a little bit about Monster Week. Monster Week is an annual event that Ginny D and Pointy Hat started last year with the mission statement of bringing together TTRPG creators on YouTube. I know that my channel hasn't strictly been about that kind of thing thus far, but it has become a bigger aspect of it, and I want it to be an even bigger part of my channel in the future. Given my goal of making my own solo D&D series where you guys will actually be able to see some of my homebrews in action, I decided that for this event, I'd share a little thing I made and used in one of my own D&D games. This year's Monster Week theme is obviously dragons, and I was just really excited when I saw that. I've been waiting for Antonio D'Amico's next dragon video because I love the concepts of all of his dragons. I really enjoy seeing unique takes on something we've all seen so much of, and let's face it, dragons are pretty much the face of modern fantasy for better or for worse. The internet is just inundated with dragons after dragons after dragons, and most of them are pretty much the same. So being able to see such unique takes on, a monster that's so notorious is always so fun. And I guess to the credit of TTRPGs specifically, the creators actually have managed to do quite a bit with them and make them pretty unique and interesting. I actually just watched a Pathfinder Dragons video, and let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. Now my take, as it were, on dragons for this video isn't at all that unique anymore. Not after Pointy Hat's Warlock Dragon. It is in a similar vein, the sort of empowerment aspect, but it's a buff, not a subclass, and it was made with the purpose of being an interesting loot alternative. But hold your horses, before I begin, I just wanted to give a really quick shout out to all of the people who have done Dragon Week. I found some amazing resources that I can use, and some really great insights. I've learned so much about dragons in different systems, and about how to better utilize different tools to make my dragons interesting in my own games. So thank you to all of you who have done Dragon Week. Of course, thank you to Ginny D and Pointy Hat for organizing the event. I'm really glad I got to participate in this year. I'm already looking forward to next year. I'm highly impatient about it. I can't wait to see all of the amazing things that all of you crazy creators on the internet do with it. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I honestly don't know how to shout people out in my videos. I just wanted to rave about you guys because you're amazing and I love you and thanks. Okay. With that embarrassing thing out of the way, and of course without any further ado, let me tell you about the Great Drake's Favor. Dragons, diverse in form and ambition, are all known for holding unique treasures and goals. They are so unique to one another that for centuries many thought that the only commonality any dragon type shared with another was its lineage and its penchant for hoarding valuables. Yet, they do share something else. Something that for the longest time, dragons themselves seem to have forgotten. Upon reaching a certain age, each dragon can empower any being of their choosing. This ability is commonly referred to as the Great Drake's Favor. The impetus for this gift varies wildly. A red dragon might imbue a mortal with strength, forging a more effective tool. A silver dragon might sharpen a scholar's mind, furthering their endless quest for knowledge. Ancient dragons use this ability to equip mortals for greatness, whether driven by altruism or a desire for personal gain. The effects, too, are as individual as the dragons themselves, a reflection of their nature and intent, woven into the very fabric of the recipient. Yet the whispers of the Great Drake's favor have oft fueled reckless ambition. Stories say that some sought ancient dragons begging for a sliver of their power. Others, bolder or more foolish, dared to test their worth in perilous trials laid by the dragons themselves. And a few, through methods never discovered, sought to seize the power by force. The histories also warn that the seekers of this gift were more often consumed by the quest than rewarded. An unfortunate factor that has yet to change. Whatever their reason for pursuing it, it is common knowledge that the people who quest to receive the Great Drake's favor almost never return. What do you guys think? It's just an addition, but I think it's pretty rad. This ability could potentially give players a bit more of a selfish interest in finding that dragon that's been burning down villages, or a reason to protect their dragon friend Skipper from the Bandit King. Either way, it could add something interesting to your dragon-themed encounters. I know that helping others or the prospect of treasure is usually enough motivation, but I found that with less strictly combat-focused games, a little extra power is a pretty good motivator. My apologies, I actually wasn't able to finish the sort of stat block, I suppose, for this ability before I put this video out. I wanted to make sure it was like an actually a Dragon Week video. So, unfortunately, it is Friday, and I haven't finished the making, or honing rather, of the ability stat block. But once it is finished, I will be posting a link to a Dropbox folder in some other video or in my, community posts. Either way, I will get it out to you, I promise. This was actually a pretty fun project to do. One, because it was rushed and I didn't have a ton of time to think about all of the things that, I might obsess over during the process that I usually do for my video creation. But also, it was just fun to start thinking about the ins and outs of how to articulate the ability that I've already built to be a bit more digestible to people who don't live inside my brain. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy the ability once I get it out to you guys. The Great Drake's Favor was built to be a special weapon or a magical item stand-in. It has dragon-specific perks and different bonuses depending on the dragon's intentions and the player's wishes. In the game I created this for, the focus was a lot more on diplomacy and learning when to fight and when to talk, and because of this, I was struggling with giving my players interesting loot options. Diplomacy doesn't often pay in cool items and magic weapons, so this was a good alternative. They got to actually benefit from approaching the dragon with diplomacy by getting a gift they wouldn't get otherwise. It also kept them feeling like they were benefiting from their endeavors consistently, as I built the Great Drake's Favor to scale with player level, like class abilities and even some species abilities do. But, I hear you ask, what if my players brute force it and decide they'll fight the dragon, and only after they're almost dead switch gears and attempt to convince them that they should give them their gift in exchange for the party sparing their life? Well, the ability has an option for that too. The world's your oyster with this one, so go nuts. Anyways, if you want to see more of my content, including my future solo D&D endeavors, click the subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below what kinds of D&D related content you might want to see from me in the future. I've been thinking of possibly making my TTRPG insights either part of my future Patreon or a series on YouTube, or maybe even just both. Like having specific D&D stuff that I give you guys, like little goodies here and there, character stat blocks that I've created over the years, or cool abilities, or even subclasses, or potentially even adventure hooks. And if you're interested in seeing more just plain old art content from me, including speed paints, which are most of my content, then go ahead and click this cool little playlist up in the cards or in the links below. And 100% go and give all your love, attention, and support to all of the creators who have done Dragon Week. The link to today's playlist, plus the playlist from yesterday and the days before, will all be in the link in the description. I highly recommend watching all of them if you can. There were some really cool insights that I hadn't had, and I'm 100% going to use in the future. Anyways, that'll be it for me today. As always, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope your day gets even better moving forward. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!